Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Kim Ainari. Welcome to Paradigm Theories. How's everyone doing? What's going on? Tell me. Come on, tell me. It's been a while since I've been on my YouTube channel. I do apologize like I always do. And it's been a few months. So I've been asked by at least 2 people, please do some type of tarot card reading or psychic reading on P Diddy. And I was trying to hold off because I had so much going on last week, and with family, with work, and I said I need to come back when I actually have some time to really delve into Sean Combs, right? I was trying to do another video and it didn't upload the way I wanted it to, but this card showed up, which I thought was really interesting. But I'm hoping by next week or the week after, I will be in a different area in my house, and I will have more setup that will be better for me, where you guys can actually see me do the cards and see me at the same time. And so I got to work that out, but that is coming, and I probably will be trying some things out next week. And I'm really trying to get you guys to go on my other channel, which is Rockin' the Tarot, because I want to do live readings there and more tarot card readings. Paradigm Theories channel is very eclectic. And if you don't know that much about me, please check my About section out. And you can also look at the past videos I've done. I'm into phenomena and UFOs, ghosts, paranormal. I've done some readings on serial killers and other people, and it's just things and people that interest me. So Sean Combs is all in the news. Been in the news for several years. There's been a lot of things that have gone on with lawsuits with him, and we're going to delve into him and see what's going on. So for people who don't know who Sean Combs is, I'm going to read a little bit about him on Wikipedia, and just so that we kind of learn a little bit about his history. So, Sean Combs, or Sean John Combs, was born on November 4th, 1969. He's a Scorpio. Yeah. I won't go into astrological signs at this time, but Scorpio men, yeah. Anyway, you can't put everybody in a bucket, but some people are really their astrological sign, and I'm sorry if you're born within a certain month, you do have traits of that astrological sign, my opinion. Okay, he's also known by his stage names: Diddy, Puff Daddy, and P Diddy. He's an American rapper, record producer, and record executive. A 3-time Grammy Award winner. He is credited with discovery and development of musical artists, including Notorious B.I.G., Mary J. Blige, and Usher. So Usher's kind of interesting because Usher was also very young when he was brought to Sean Combs, and Sean Combs groomed him, and he's very successful now. I'm sure Usher saw a lot of things. And we also have heard about Justin Bieber, when Justin Bieber was a teenager, and with Sean Combs, I'm sure he saw a lot of things. I feel there are so many people, actors and actresses, that have been to those parties and have seen things. Yeah, so let's get back to Sean Combs, about him. So in September 2024, he was arrested on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and transportation for purposes of prostitution. Sean Combs was born in Harlem and raised in Mount Vernon, New York. Combs worked as a talent director at Uptown Records before founding his own record label, Bad Boy Records, in 1993. And he signed the Notorious B.I.G. Now, I'm sure a lot of us know what happened to Notorious B.I.G. It's a lot that happened. So, moving through this, he worked as a producer, including MTV's reality series Making the Band. I kind of remember that. He launched his clothing retailer, Sean John, in 1998. I remember that. And co-founded the television network Revolt in 2013. He is one of the wealthiest musical artists. I'm sure he's a billionaire. I don't know how long that's going to stay with him. He was with Cassie Ventura. I remember Cassie. I think I have that one song that I loved, You and Me, on my iTunes musical artist. I love her because she's Filipino like I am. I'm biracial and multiracial. And he groomed her. She was very young when she met him. I'm sure fell in love, and as their relationship progressed, he was physically abusive, mentally abusive. We all saw the videos of him kicking her and all that in the hallway. He's just an effing creep, and he deserves everything that he's getting, in my opinion. This is Sean Combs. Cassie did get out of that relationship. She's married now, happily married, I feel, with 2 kids, and she did sue Sean, and I really don't know if it's $30 million that was awarded to her, but she should have gotten more money than that. But anyway, she got some money, and look at everything that's happening since that came out, because more people are suing Sean Combs. So, let's talk about a little bit of his early life. He was born on November 4th, 1969. We know he's a Scorpio, in the Harlem neighborhood of New York City. Raised in Mount Vernon, New York, his mother, Janice Combs, was a model and teacher's assistant, and his father, Melvin Earl Combs, served in the United States Air Force and was an associate of convicted New York drug dealer Frank Lucas. Okay. At age 33, my favorite number, 33. If you're into numerology or the Jewish mysticism of gematria, 33 is highly Masonic. It's Freemasons, and that is their highest degree, is the 33rd degree. My first name, Kim, in one of the ciphers is 33. Diane, Ainari, some people's birthday month and years. In my family, we're all 33s. 33s usually have had their own businesses, or always have their own businesses, have been supervisors, managers, owners of businesses, and that makes sense. That Sean's that. And also that number comes up if you ever read the paper of when people have died or things have happened in their lives. That number 33 sometimes isn't always a good number. But at age 33, Sean Combs' dad, Melvin, was shot dead while sitting in his car on Central Park West. Combs was only 2 years of age. And Sean Combs also has a sister, and according to this, grew up in poverty. He was raised Catholic and served as an altar boy. Graduated from Mount St. Michael Academy, which was an all-boys Catholic school. In 1987, he played football for the academy, and his team won a division title in 1986. Combs said he was given the nickname Puff as a child because he would huff and puff when he was angry. I wonder if he's doing that now. I don't know. And Combs is a business major at Howard University, but left after his second year. So we know that he interned at New York's Uptown Records. He broke off and he founded the label founder of Uptown Records. He helped, who was Andre Harrell, or Harrell. He helped develop Jodeci and Mary J. Blige. So he's had an amazing decades. P Diddy, I guess. Successful. Everybody, I'm sure, in the entertainment world went to those parties or were invited. And his clothing line, Sean John, was highly successful. He had a men's perfume line. Ciroc, you know, that was very successful in selling. That was a vodka line. So he just was very wealthy, very smart man, right? And here all this crap is going on. So now move forward to where we're at now. And so we all know that he was arrested, I believe it was on the 16th of this month of September, 2024. And Sean. As I scroll through this Wikipedia page, he's 54 now, and he is incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center. I think it's known as MDC. Very famous people have been in that detention center. It's in Brooklyn. And we know that it's not a very nice place, but oh well. So I heard it's not a nice place. I just heard that it's not a very nice place, and I'm sure that's why he's so trying to get out of there. But anyway, we'll come back around again to that. So I want to find out through here about his family and relationships. He's a father to 7 children. His first biological child, his son, was born in 1993 to fashion designer and stylist Misa Hylton. Not sure if I'm saying her name right. And then he had an on-again, off-again relationship with Kimberly Porter. And so Porter's son from a previous relationship was singer, producer, and Combs' rival Al B. Sure. He adopted Quincy, and so together they had a son born 1998 and twin daughters born in 2006. Sean Combs had twin daughters with Kim Porter. Now there's been a lot of controversy about her and Sean, and I do believe that she was just very sick. She didn't take care of herself and didn't realize, for whatever was going on with her lungs, she just died. She was very young and transitioned out. So he's got 7 kids of various ages. I even think all the way up into their 30s. And so I think his youngest child is, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 or something like that. So he's got all these different ages of children from different women. And you know, he's also got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So I wonder, oh Jesus, I wonder what's going to happen with that. So he's got all of these major lawsuits against Sean that'll come out, both men and women. And I wanted to bring up that, so he, just yesterday, there was a press conference, and this press conference was from an attorney, and I believe it's Busby Law Firm. And more than 3,280 individuals, this was on October 1st, contacted his firm and alleged they were victimized by Combs and that after vetting the allegation, his firm decided to represent 120. That's interesting. Other cases are still being reviewed. He says some of his clients have spoken with the FBI. So we know that supposedly 50 of those cases are with children. I believe, hopefully, they're now adults, but they were children supposedly that were SA, and SA means sexually assaulted. So we get around to the entertainment industry and how they groom people, and we already know that this is happening. It's still happening. People come out of the woodwork, and they come and they have a breakout movie, breakout star, and all of a sudden they get an Oscar and Grammy, and I've never heard of them. Like, what happened? So this has been going on for a long time. I'm not saying none of these people were sexually assaulted, but growing up in Los Angeles, and heck, I mean, I've been in and around the entertainment business with my just going to school with them. I went to school in Santa Monica, where very wealthy children and teenagers, and their parents were movie directors. And so there was a lot going on in that world. And so when I think of rap music, I was not really into the rap music. Like I said, I went to high school in Santa Monica. I was listening to Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and things like that. And it was only until I started going to clubs like in the 80s and 90s, now I'm really showing my age, that I would hear some really East Coast, West Coast. That's what was thrown in some of these spinners, record spinners, and it would rile the crowd up. Who's from the East Coast? Who's from the West Coast? And being born and raised in LA, you know, that was pretty cool to be saying where you were from and not knowing that it was definitely underground rivalry going on with these rappers. And a lot of them lost their lives. So next week, guys, I really want to do the cards in such a way where I'm actually dealing the cards out and you get to see it while you're seeing me. I want to come and do several readings on Sean Combs. I feel the cards that kept showing up, this card here, the Nine of Swords, and I don't know, I'm putting this back in my deck, and I'm not going to do a spread today. I'm just not going to do that. I don't know if you guys can see the cards, because I really want to delve into the way that led him to be the way he is. Definitely some things were happening in his childhood, and I just feel that he just is feeling horrible. That detention center, I hear, is awful, and I'm sure there are people thinking that, you know, they want to get at him, and there's many ways that they can get at him, right? And so let's just pull out one or two cards, and I don't want to do a spread right now, but let's just see where Sean Combs is at right now. He's 3 hours ahead of my time, so I hear it's very noisy in that detention center, people yelling and screaming, and I don't think he's getting much sleep. But this is Sean Combs, a little bit of your reading. What's going on with you right now? We don't know, but let's find out. So the Two of Wands, reverse. So I do feel he's done, especially if you don't have a way to get out of your situation, then you've done everything, you're not planning anything. Wands to me are fire signs, especially having to do with career. And so I think things are on hold for him right now. is what I'm guessing. And he's gotta figure out all these different lawsuits, right? He's gotta come into play of what am I gonna do? If any and all of these lawsuits come into play a year or years from now, where's all his money? Where is they always say follow the money, and he needs to figure that part out. He's got powerful attorneys. He's got to pay them. He's got to pay that law firm. No messages are getting out. None. To me, Knight of Wands is reversed. We're getting a lot of reverse cards. And so I just feel whatever messages, maybe, and to me, Knights they're not children or anything, but they're like in their 20s or 30s. No messages are coming in right now. None. I think the only people he's talking to, from what I hear, is his attorneys, which he should be. Let's do one more card. This is it. And we got a Queen of Pentacles. This is interesting. I think this is his mother. I think this is representing his mom. And I do feel that she is feeling so hurt because they may want to know, what does she know? So some of his kids are definitely going to have this legacy, right? They got to keep the legacy going. And so I don't know if he put anything in their names. Maybe he should have. But he's in a heap of problems right now. He's got a heap of problems where you're sitting in that detention center. You're in that hard-ass bed. The toilet is right next to you. You're by yourself. And you're thinking, I have to put out there that I did none of this. And yet, you got to think of, how am I going to get out of here? Because nothing's working. They've denied bail twice. So, if I were you, if I was Sean Combs, I would be singing like a bird. I would throw it all the way down. Because if you don't, you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. I don't think it's going to stop the entertainment industry, music, politics, sports, any of that. I think it'll slow it down. But I think this has always been happening. But specifically for Sean Combs, P Diddy, you need to sing like a bird. Bring it all down. You don't have nothing to lose because you are hating life right now. You don't want to be in that detention center, and you certainly don't want to go to prison for the rest of your life. So if you know something, Sean, if you can name names, go do that. Save yourself. You're already a narcissist. You're one of those that feel entitled. Plenty of narcissists that are out there that not sexually assaulted people, but you did. So I'm thinking, guys, come back next week. We're going to throw down the cards. We're going to see what else is up with him, because right now he's going through a lot, as we know. And I'm just kind of curious on what else is going to happen. Stick with me, okay? Everybody take good care of yourself, and I'll come back later next week and we'll delve more into Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy. Okay, bye guys.